Welcome to the Shore Show. Pat O'Melia here. Not on the boardwalk as we usually are. There was some scheduling problem, but we're in the studio. But you can see the boardwalk and the ocean on the green screen here. And today we have a guest. She couldn't make it on our boardwalk taping, but she is here in studio. Jessica Sanzone, is it?
Sanzone, yes.
Sanzone. You are with Broadway on the Boulevard.
Yes,
That's
correct.
in the ice cream on the Boulevard, the ice cream stand. Bob Bennett opened that a couple of years ago. He's lost. Bob Bennett is legend here in Seaside Heights. The ice cream, one time he owned the boardwalk.
Yeah.
And the amazing guy owned the entire boardwalk, town bought it. But he is an entrepreneur down here in Seaside Heights, the little miniature golf course. There's many businesses I'm forgetting that Mr. Bennett has. And I understand he's back in good health. He had an issue for a while there.
Yes, he's doing well now. And the whole complex, we call it the Big Scoop Entertainment Center. We have the family golf, we have the Big Scoop ice cream, and right next door is the Broadway on the Boulevard.
How did Broadway on the Boulevard come about? It seemed completely out of character for the stands and the water rides and everything else here in Seaside Heights.
Right. Well, everyone in Seaside is trying to make Seaside itself more of like a family community. And Mr. Bennett, his wife, who unfortunately passed away, had a love for theater. And I think after she passed away, he decided to open it in her name. And ever since, it's been open since last year, and we've been opening with the COVID and trying to do our best to get out there and get our name out. But yeah, it's been running very smoothly, now very safely without the mask. The kids can sing and everything.
You opened the theater during the pandemic?
We did, yeah.
That's gutsy. That's
yeah.
gutsy. What kind of crowds were you getting during the pandemic?
Luckily, we did get good crowds. We did. Lots of family members of children that were performing, so that was very lucky. Last summer, we did keep the masks because that was the protocol. We did do a Christmas show, and funny enough, during our Christmas show, we had to pull a week earlier our Christmas show because Governor Murphy switched the laws about the mask mandate. So we had to switch our show a week earlier, and in showtime, that's a lot earlier than you think. So we put our show up a whole week earlier, and it was able to go up for the kids, and we were glad to do that. And that was great. That was our Christmas production called A Merry Little Christmas Show, and we had about 25 kids in the production, and all their families were able to see it. And Mayor Vaz was there, and a lot of the Seaside people were there, and it was great. And yeah, ever since then, it's been growing. It's been a lot better this summer, like I said, without the mask and everything. And we've been having a lot more classes. We do Sunday theater workshop classes, and it's every Sunday from 9:30 to 11, and they have a theme, and we have teaching artists, and they're super fun. Yeah.
How do you get in the teaching classes? How do you get into the class? Is there a website?
Right. Yes, we do have 2 social media pages, and we're really frequent on our email. Our email is broadwayontheboulevard_SSH@gmail.com. And we're very active on social media, so you can always reach out on there. But we are welcome to drop-ins to the class, and you can just sign in, and it's $15 per single drop-in class.
Now, where do you get the students from? Are they all local, Tom's River? Do they travel to a great distance?
Yeah, we actually have a amount that travel from Jackson a lot, which is a farm, and they come every week because they love it. At least 6 of them from Jackson, yeah.
That's a good 30 minutes, 40-minute ride up here.
Yeah, but they love it, so they come. They've been coming the past 2 years.
Now, are you growing your own performers through the classes, or do you have professional performers that are coming in? How do you get your performers?
Right. Well, our performers are mostly children. We're keeping it very children-based in there. But just through word of mouth. I went to the Performing Arts School in Ocean County, so I do have a lot of performing arts friends that were in high school, and I've grown up here myself, so I know a lot of the performing arts people, so I was lucky enough to bring my friends and myself to perform there. We also do cabaret nights. And the cabaret nights we do one about once every month. And it's super awesome because we have the ice cream right next door. So they get to have ice cream and a show. And anyone's welcome to come sing up and sign up, and they can sing any song. And that we have about like 18-year-olds come sing, and it's very nice. And some little ones if they want to sing too. Yeah.
Where do you get the musicians to play this, or is this all recorded music when they're singing and dancing?
Where do they come from?
Yeah, where do you get them?
Honestly, they reach out to us from social
yeah?
media. Yeah.
Well, that makes it pretty easy then.
Yeah.
All right, let's break for commercial, and we'll come back. We'll talk more about Broadway on the Boulevard here in Seaside Heights. You're watching the Shore Show. We'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
We're back. Shore Show. Pat O'Melia, Jessica here from Broadway on the Boulevard. As we were talking, all that stuff popped up in the magic window, the Christmas, or your kids and all. What's going on now at the Broadway on the Boulevard? What's happening this week for the rest of July and August?
Yeah, we have so many things left for the end of summer. We are keeping our Sunday workshop classes. So every Sunday we have our workshop classes, 9:30 to 11. And we are also just starting this upcoming Friday, our first movie night at Broadway on the Boulevard, which we're very excited about because we have the ice cream next door and the kids can come in and eat the ice cream. And it's a free event and we just promote our ice cream and from Big Scoop Ice Cream.
Is the theater air conditioned?
It is.
And they can come in and cool up a little bit with that ice cream.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, the selling point right there.
Yeah, it'll be a great night. Yeah, we'll have some fun children movies going on. And then we probably will be doing one more. You can check out on our social media pages when the exact date is. But in August, we will have another open mic night, which it can be singers, actors, dancers, and it'll probably be a fun night for our end of the summer finale. And for our showcase kids, we will have our workshop kids. We have a solid workshop kids that have been to every workshop, and we're putting a showcase on for them on August 20th at our theater. So they'll be performing for a show, and we'll promote tickets for that to support them. But also those kids have the opportunity to perform on the Broadway at the Beach event that's happening here on Seaside on the boardwalk, I think on the Franklin stage, if I'm correct.
My stage up there, yep. That's where I filmed the Shore Show.
Oh, perfect, yeah. So they'll be part of that event on August 27th, and they'll be doing a performance. And yeah, we're happy to be a part of it.
Do you know who you're performing with? I know there's a bunch of different Broadway shows coming down. Mayor Bob that told me about it.
Definitely.
Are they performing with the Broadway performers, or are they doing their own separate?
We're going to do our own event, but yeah, we're in the show, and the kids are very excited. They keep saying, we're performing with the Broadway performers. They're super excited.
I'm trying to think of some of the names. I think one of the performers is Constantine. He was from American Idol.
Yeah.
And I think he was in Phantom for a while and a few other.
I saw the last one that just passed. It was phenomenal. They did a great job.
Last year they had Mary Lou Henna down. She was up on the Franklin Street stage. But I know there's a lot of the Broadway performers coming in here because Broadway isn't really opening up until I think September. I think the only thing that's open on Broadway right now is Jersey legend and Shore legend Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
He's doing his one-man show there. I think that's the only thing going on in Broadway. So you seem like a theater veteran, and you look all of like about 18 years old. How did you get into all that? How did you get into running a theater?
Oh my goodness.
And it's not a bad sized
No.
theater. It's a good sized
No,
stage.
yeah.
How many seats do you have in there? Because I've seen the tables and the chairs. Do you
Yeah.
have the theater seating also?
So we fit about, with our tables, because the tables do take up space, about 60 to 70.
Okay, that's good enough size.
But when we do have an actual big performance, like our Christmas show, we decided to take out the tables and do more of a show seating.
All right.
And we did fit about 100.
So you put all the folding chairs out there. 'Cause I'm involved with a theater in Jersey City, the Landmark Lowe's Theater.
Oh, wow,
And
yeah.
the seating there is 3,000 on the main floor.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
no, 1,800 on the main floor, and another 1,200 in the upper balcony. So it's something like that, 3,000. So it's a huge stage. They used to have
Wow.
all the vaudeville and all the plays on there. So
Awesome.
hopefully someday, you guys ever want to take a bus ride, I can bring you up to the Lowe's and show you what that theater looks like. For that matter, that's probably a picture of it up on the green screen here now. So is this your career goal? This what you want to do? Theater?
Yes,
You want to be a performer or a manager or?
Well,
Theater director?
myself, I am a musical theater major. I go to Marymount Manhattan in the city, and I've been doing to get my BFA musical theater performance and theater education. And my whole life, I've been striving to continue my career on Broadway and aiming for that. But also, I've always had a love for teaching kids the arts. And growing up here and doing theater myself, I've always had to drive very far to do theater. I drove so many places, to Spring Lake, to Manasquan, all over.
Well, you
My
go wherever
parents would
the show
drive me.
is.
Yeah, exactly. So when this opened and I found out about it, I was so happy to bring local talent and have a place, because it's a place for kids to perform. Like, we don't have that here. We have dance studios, but theater is a different realm. It's all three. Kids need to learn how to work on the stage.
When you're in the city, what you should do is get on the path, go to Jersey City Journal Square.
Yeah.
As soon as you get out, there's the huge Landmark Lowe's Theater. You tell me
Awesome.
when you're there, I'll see to it you get a nice
I definitely
tour.
will,
All right,
yes.
we're closing up here. So you got the big show with the Broadway performance coming on the Franklin Street stage.
August
That's
27th.
August 27th. Just say your website number again, Addie.
Broadway on the Boulevard, ssh@gmail.com.
Well, we'll have it up on the green screen
Yes.
too, and on the bottom of your screen. All right, we're out of time. She's got a theater to manage. I'm Pat Amelia. You're watching The Shore Show. We'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital, with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back. Young lady went back to run the theater with Bob Bennett's operation there at Broadway on the Boulevard. I hope they have a very good, successful year. We'll be up there with our cameras, get a little more B-roll as things are going on. Now, we've left the Seaside studio, as you can see. We're in the North Bergen studio, and my guest is the candidate for governor on the GOP line, Jack Ciattarelli, right?
Pat, you nailed it.
All right, because I grew up with a family of Ciattarellis. They lived on St. Paul's Avenue in Jersey City. I wasn't sure if you had some Jersey City in you. Of course, everybody in New Jersey, I don't need 7 degrees or 6 degrees of separation. I can get Jersey City in like 2 degrees. It's
If
Jersey
not Jersey
City and
City,
everybody.
as you know, it'll end up being Brooklyn some way,
somewhere,
somehow.
yeah.
So-
There's a small gene pool here. Right off the bat, tell me a little bit about Jack, married, kids, all that good stuff.
Ciattarellis have been in New Jersey for 100 years. We settled in Somerset County. My grandparents migrated from the Rome region of Italy. My mother was second generation, one of 8 siblings from Brooklyn. And my wife and I are married 27 years. We have 4 magnificent children. Daughter who's 26 and then 3 sons.
Newlywed, I'm married 43 years.
I'll catch you. The sons are 24, 23, and 21. I've never really even left Jersey to even to go to college. Seton Hall University, class of 84 and 86, bachelor's in accounting, MBA in finance, passed the CPA exam, 2-time successful business owner on Main Street. And
That's saying something, being a successful business owner in New Jersey.
Not easy.
That's tough.
And that's what this campaign is all about, making New Jersey a better place to do business.
The less government we have in the business world here in Jersey, I think the better we are. But we're getting more and more and more.
Couldn't agree with you more, Pat. And we see that right now with unemployment, particularly along the Jersey Shore. But I've also had the privilege of serving at every level of government. 2-term councilman in Raritan Borough, where my grandparents immigrated. I know what potholes and public safety are all about.
Potholes everywhere. There are potholes everywhere in Jersey. It's part of Jersey.
2 terms as a freeholder, when they were freeholders in Somerset County. So I know what social services and infrastructure are all about.
For those who are not aware, freeholders are now called commissioners.
And 3 2-year terms in the state legislature. So I know what waste, inefficiency, and corruption are all about. I promised myself after those 3 2-year terms, I was only going back under one condition, that was to be your governor.
And a 2-year term, that would indicate you were an assemblyman.
I was an assemblyman.
You know my buddy Bob Orth?
Know him well.
He's been in the studio many a time. For
Yep.
that matter, they all did a kumbaya, I understand, in Bergen County with the state senate candidate. I forget her name offhand right now. Bob went against her, and Bob lost by 8 votes or something like that. But they're all back together.
We come together after
everybody's
primaries.
hugging it up.
We come together.
How are your polls doing against Murphy?
Very, very well, Pat. We are right where we need to be.
Now,
So-
you pick on some. You got some controversy in you. What is your issue with the LGB?
I don't have any issues with the LGB community.
Yet they keep throwing it at you. What happened there?
Listen, this is politics, Pat. You know that.
It's the silly season,
Yeah.
yes.
All I'm saying is let's have a public discussion here in New Jersey about what subject matter we want to teach our youngest students in our public schools.
I think we put too much on teachers now. It's no longer just the 3 R's. I mean, we're
Be careful,
feeding the
Pat. You'll
kids,
be
yes.
anti-gay and
Yeah,
anti-LGBT.
maybe I will be. The teachers got to watch out. They got to be experts in bullying. They got to be psychologists now. Just teach my kids came through the public school system. One's a PhD. The other's got multiple degrees. Came from Jersey City public school systems, high schools, college, full scholarships. So we got a good school system.
We do, Pat.
If
Here's
we
what
let the teachers teach.
And here's what I think we should be teaching children, because children of any age can comprehend this. Bullying and bigotry is immoral. And we should be teaching our children the importance of inclusivity, tolerance, the power and beauty of diversity, mutual respect. Students of any age, including kindergartners, can understand that.
But, you and I, we're somewhere in the same age group, I'll say. We went through the schools. Was there bullying when you were a kid? Was there racism when in Jersey City, I'm telling you, I don't think I experienced racism in Jersey City. I played ball with Latinos, blacks, you name it. When the riots were going on in Newark, we didn't have any of that in Jersey City. We were out playing ball, we were playing basketball, we were playing football. We all just got along. Now, there were some issues after school, there were some fights in the street, but then you went out and played ball.
The greatness of New Jersey is it's the most diverse state in the Union, and the most diverse city in New Jersey is Jersey City.
Yeah, it's amazing when we talk about the situations in schools now. I think back to my days in school, we didn't have this. And there were like 30 of us in a classroom, and there were blacks, there was Asians, there was Latinos. And we all just hung out. We after school, we played, and I just don't comprehend what happens now. But I agree wholeheartedly. For our diversity, Jersey's got it, and Jersey City leads the state in that. So let's break for commercial. Then we'll pick up with some more controversial questions here for the candidate for governor. You're watching The Shore Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. Shore Show. Pat O'Melia here. My guest, candidate for governor, Jack Ciattarelli. I got to ask this question. Ocean County show, the Shore Show is pretty much Ocean County show. After Sandy, you had some votes about bailing out the businesses and homeowners devastated by Sandy. What happened there?
Let's be clear. I'm a property owner in Ocean County. We've had a home in Surf City for more than 24 years. So Sandy aid was critically important to me too, not just on a personal level, but as a legislator and serving people that live in that area. There were literally, Pat, dozens and dozens and dozens of Sandy aid bills, and I voted for the vast, vast majority of them.
Can you think of one you voted no against, and why?
You know, Pat, the hardest thing to do is after you vote on thousands of bills over the course of your 6-year term is to remember individual ones, but know this, I voted for Sandy aid.
For that matter, I said for many years, we keep sending these assemblymen down to, and assemblywomen down to Trenton every week. Maybe we should keep them out of Trenton because while they're there, they're going to dream up these bills.
You know the old saying, New Jersey's better off when the legislature's not in session.
You know, one of the issues facing Jersey, to me, you know, I'm an older Jersey guy, taxes. Now, your opponent made one of the, I'm surprised it's not on your campaign banners. If taxes are a problem for you, Jersey's not the place. I don't believe he ever said that, and I kind of like Murphy. He disappointed me in some places, and I appreciate what he did in others. But when he made that comment, I'm paraphrasing it, I don't have it exact, but if taxes are a problem for you, Jersey isn't the state for you.
And the exact quote is, if taxes are your issue, we're probably not your state. That's the last thing you want to say to New Jerseyans who pay the highest property taxes in the nation, and he's done nothing about it. And let's take a look at what else he's done over his 3+ years in office. We now have the 3rd highest personal income tax in the nation, the highest business tax in the nation. On top of significant gas tax increases, he increased tolls. He borrowed $4.5 billion he didn't need to, which we need to pay back over the next 15 years. And he told us if Joe Biden was elected president, we'd get our SALT deduction back, state and local taxes on the federal tax return. You see how that's going.
I don't think you'll ever see that come back. But even with Jersey, Jersey has the same max. You can deduct up to $10,000 a year on your property taxes. Why would we be looking for the feds to exceed that when the state itself doesn't?
I'll tell you why. Because New Jersey is a donor state. We send billions more to Washington, D.C. in federal income taxes from our weekly paychecks than we get back. We've been a donor state for decades, and that's why we want our SALT deduction back. So whenever somebody says, why should New Jersey subsidize the other 49 states? We've been subsidizing the other 49 states for decades. We want our SALT deduction back, Pat.
What else? What are the other taxes? The fuel tax you brought up. Now I use a lot of fuel. I drive quite a bit between the two studios. Right now, and I use high-tech. $3.69 a gallon.
The really insulting part, Pat, is we had those significant increases in the gas tax. He increased tolls in the middle of the pandemic and allowed the public hearings on those toll increases to go ahead during the shelter-in-place order. Think about that for 1 second.
I pay a lot of tolls on the Parkway and the Turnpike between the North Bergen and the Seaside studio. Yes,
and so do a lot of Ocean County people that use the Parkway as a local road just to get to the supermarket, right? So how can you allow the public hearings on the toll increases to go ahead when you're ordering a shelter-in-place order? Listen, this is the governor that even allowed sales tax on masks. There was a mask mandate at one time, wasn't there?
Yep.
Every time you bought a mask,
might be one coming up real soon. For that matter, let's end with that. What do you think about it? He may bring back the mask mandate. Right now, he's strongly encouraging it.
I don't think he will. He's strongly recommending it, as is the CDC. And what we're seeing is that people that weren't vaccinated are the ones getting the Delta variant. We'll see how things go.
Well, I think the CDC, they're going to probably push it. I think it will come again if the numbers keep going up. I got the shots. I assume you did.
I did too.
I got the shot so I don't have to wear a mask. You know, if the unvaccinated, and again, it's their choice. If they don't want to be vaccinated, it's fine. Why am I being forced to wear a mask, possibly being forced to wear a mask again?
Pat, that's the question.
I got it. You know, I don't care if you didn't, as long as I got it.
That's the question that all vaccinated people are asking themselves and publicly.
What about kids in
I got
school?
vaccinated.
What about the kids in school?
I don't think there should be vaccine mandates. First, let me say that. I do believe in vaccine choice, even though I'd advocate for people to be vaccinated, but not children. Children are not vulnerable to this virus. So I don't want to see any vaccine mandate whatsoever, particularly for children, and I don't want to see a mask mandate.
I tell you, my kids are now in their 30s and the 40s. If they were like 10 and 12, I really doubt I would have them get the vaccine. I just don't know enough about this vaccine.
Yeah, nor would you force them to wear a mask in school. I think that's a family choice.
I don't know how you can keep a 10-year-old or even younger. You're like 8 years old. You're going to have a mask on a kid? I don't know how that works out.
Ever try to learn a foreign language with a mask on, Pat?
No. I had a hard time learning the English language when I was at school. I had a hard time learning everything else. Got 30 seconds. What do you want to close on?
What I want people to know is the way things are here in New Jersey, it doesn't have to be this way. And when I'm governor, we'll do much better.
Well,
so I want to make sure people vote this November.
If I'm you, taxes, 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 taxes.
Well, yeah, we talked about that. You believe it.
We're the number one. We're number one in everything when it comes to taxes.
Yeah,
if you can reduce that.
We're number one in all the wrong things, Pat. So this is really all about taxes.
One thing Murphy was going to do was the consolidation and merging, and we didn't get a lot of that through the municipalities and school districts. That's something we can cut taxes with.
That's got to be a local decision.
That's something you need to look into. All right, we're at a show. You're watching the Shore Show. For my theater buddy and the candidate for governor on the GOP side, Jack Ciattarelli, I'm Pat O'Melia. I'll see you on the boardwalk. Good night.